Welcome to my channel, INTJ Island. Today, I'm going to talk about 10 things an INTJ friend or lover must have. In my next video, I will be talking about how an INTJ can find friends. However, the very first step in the process of finding a friend or a mate for life is identifying what you as an INTJ want and need from your friend or lover. Your list will of course be unique because you are unique. However, there are some things that I feel are going to be universally true or nearly so for INTJs. The first 7 items are going to apply to all close friends, while the last 3 will apply to someone you want to marry and may have little or no bearing on your other types of friendships. Number 1, a friend must accept you for who you are, and you, of course, will reciprocate. The idea of befriending someone in order to change him and make him better is reprehensible. It is a clear statement that you do not view your friend as being worthy as he is, and you therefore must change him into something better. It is a profound insult when a potential friend has the gall to think he has the right to do this and holds within him the thought that it needs to be done at all. You are who you are, and either that is good enough or there's no point to the friendship. Time to move on. Number 2, a friend will be someone who will listen to you. An INTJ spends incredible amounts of time alone thinking through all things around him. He reads, he listens, he watches, and then he thinks about all that he has taken in. His intuition is thinking even when he is asleep. He processes massive amounts of information and sorts it out, and in the end he has ideas, and some of them are truly profound. He is happy to share these ideas with someone who is willing to listen. A friend will be that someone. And, conversely, someone you meet who will do that may well turn out to be a future friend. Number 3, a friend will be open and straight with you. Honesty and speaking the truth are very important in a friend. INTJs willingly give that to you, and they expect the same in return. Lies and deceit are not okay from a friend. Number 4, a friend will be loyal to you. He will have your back, and you will have his. A friend will be an envoy into the world who will defend your name to others and your right to be who you are, as you will do the same for him. He will not say one thing to you and then something else to others. There is no drama, no intrigue, no gossip about you from a friend. Number 5, a friend will not be offended when you need to have your space and your alone time. He will respect your needs in the same way you will respect his. This is difficult for an extroverted friend to understand, but if he does understand, you may have a very dear friend indeed, because you will both supply things to one another that the other is missing. And this will create a larger and better existence for you both. Number 6, a friend will provide something to you that you do not already possess. It might be his own ideas or hobbies. It might be a sport, hiking, or other activity. It might be a skill like photography or painting. It might be music. When you are friends, it will not be simply looking into the mirror and seeing yourself. You will find your world expanded by friendship, not merely duplicated. Number 7, a friend will share mutually enjoyable time together with you. You will find something to do together that you both enjoy. Playing tennis or working out math problems. Hiking or contemplating the intricacies of the patterns a flame makes in a campfire, and discussing how heat makes a flame visible, all might be enjoyable. Playing a game of chess or going to a batting cage to hit baseballs could be fun. Discussing logical fallacies and how they appear all around us daily, or reading jokes from a book out loud and laughing together. Whatever it is you do together, it will bring joy to you both in some fashion. Friends like to be together, whenever they are together. You may have your own ideas to add to this list, or would prefer to modify the ones I have given. There's nothing wrong with that. The point of this list is to give you an idea of what you want in a friend before you go looking for one, so that you will be able to quickly identify people who could be your friend and those who will never be a good friend for you. This is very helpful for an INTJ. In fact, I used this method when I met my second wife to close the deal in my own mind that I had the right one for me. After 42 years of being married to her, I can tell you that in at least this one case, it worked like a charm. However, for my wife, I didn't stop with these 7 items. I added 3 more, which apply specifically to a lover and a mate for life. Number 8, your mate must share with you a common view of the roles a husband and wife will play in their marriage and family. You have to be on the same page. If you feel strongly about something, she has to also feel the same way. If you are a traditionalist and you want a wife who will be a homemaker and mother while you are the provider and protector of the family, then she needs to have the same views. If you want a wife who has a career in the workplace and who will be making more money than you, then you need to find a mate who feels the same way. Whatever your views are of marriage and the home need to be reflected very clearly in your potential mate. If they diverge greatly, your marriage will nearly always fail. Remember that early on, love and physical desire can blind you to the long-term issues that a marriage can bring to the table. A woman may be beautiful or a man handsome, and a spark might form between a man and a woman that burns brightly with excitement. But that flame will die sooner or later, and if you don't have the right combination of traits between you, suddenly you may be holding a very unhappy person in your arms who will walk away from you. Look at early romance as a lighter that is clicked and it flashes into flame quickly. It is hot and it is bright, but it is not enough. It will go out. That flame must be used to ignite something bigger and better. The lighter can set a bit of kindling on fire, which will in turn ignite small branches, and then they will get the larger logs burning, and then as long as you feed a log into the fire regularly, the fire will never go out. A marriage is like that in many ways. A lighter is nothing in the big picture. It is only what starts things going. It could be replaced by a match or rubbing 2 sticks together. But the fire that lasts a lifetime takes more than just a click and a flash. Number 9, your mate and you must agree on how your children will be raised. You may agree to have no children. You may agree to have a dozen children. Either one is fine as long as you both are on the same page. How will the children be taken care of? Will the wife be a stay-at-home mom? What will the kids be allowed to do? How will you discipline them? What sorts of manners will you teach your children? This needs to be covered in detail, or you will find that when kids come along, there may be heavy storms ahead as you each bring your own views of how to do things into the process, and they may not match up at all. Many parents clash when the kids show up, and it can make for a very unhappy home, or it can destroy it altogether. Number 10. Your mate and you must have a large area of common ground in what you view as being right and wrong behavior. If you feel that doing X is unacceptable and your mate loves doing X, then you have a problem. At first it may seem small, but in time it can grow into something big. If you think Y is not only okay, but it is wonderful, and your mate feels that Y is completely unacceptable, this can create huge problems. It isn't so much what you feel is right or wrong as it is that you agree on what you feel is right and wrong. If you ethically both feel the same way on the big things, and even better, if you also agree on the small things, it is like riding along a newly paved highway with no traffic. If, however, you disagree on these things, you will have potholes every few feet in the road, and you probably will break an axle and end up off the road altogether. And don't forget the first 7 items when you were looking for a mate. They are even more important here than in finding friends generally. Having a loyal and faithful mate for life, who is my best friend, and who helps me in my efforts to be who I am, as I in turn both enjoy and encourage her to be who she is, and all the while we are expanding each other's horizons through our differences, is so incredibly wonderful that I have literally said at times in my life, surely I have already died and gone to heaven. If you enjoyed the video, please click like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'll see you next time.